everybody. How is everybody? It's so good to see you all. I've missed you so much. I wanted to read a bedtime story for everybody. I'm all snuggled up here. I've got my puppy Scruppy with me. So I thought that we could read a story together. We're going to read from the Bible stories. We're going to read about God's creation today. Okay, guys? All right. I know that you're familiar with it, but I like it and I want to share it with you. Long, long ago, the world was very different from the way it is now. In fact, there was no world at all. Everything was dark and empty. But God was in the darkness, and He had a plan to make something good. God said, "Let there be light." And a golden light shone everywhere. He called the light day, and He called the dark, that's right, night. This was the very first day. On the second day, God made the beautiful blue sky. He put the clouds in it to hold the raindrops, and He called the sky heaven. On the third day, God made the sparkling water and formed the seas and the rivers. He shaped the great mountains and the sloping valleys and then sprinkled the deserts with sand. He planted the fields with tall grasses and trees and colorful flowers, and God saw that it was good. God put lights in the sky on the fourth day. He made the brilliant sun for the daytime and the gentle light of the moon for the night. He placed each star in just the right spot and made them all twinkle and shine. On the fifth day, God made gigantic whales and slithering eels, and He made sharks and octopus and every kind of fish to fill the waters. God also made the birds to sail on the wind through the sky. He made the mighty eagles, the honking geese, and the tiny little hummingbirds. The next day, God made all the animals. He made some with antlers and some with pouches. He made animals that galloped and animals that hopped, roaring, growling, and mooing animals. I don't know that I've ever seen a rainbow zebra, though. Have you? I don't know. God wanted someone to rule over the animals, to enjoy His creation, and to love Him. So, on the sixth day, God also made the first man. He made him from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. Do you know what He named him? That's right, He named him Adam, and then He named the first woman Eve. That's right. On the seventh day, God rested, for He was finished. He saw everything that He made, and He knew that it was good. God is the maker of all things. He made, there will never ever be anyone greater or more powerful than He is. He made you just the way you are. He made you perfect. And He wants you to enjoy His creation and all the animals and the trees and the flowers and His whole creation, and to love Him, for He knows that this is all good. And that's it. And do you know where that comes from? Of course, it comes from the Bible. It's in the book of Genesis. It's the very first book in the entire Bible. Okay, it kicks us off and it starts us off. And I think that each week we'll read another story out of here from books from the Bible. Okay? All right, I have another book that I love, and it kind of ties in with this. Remember when I said in here that God made you, and He made you perfect, and He made you unique, and there is nobody else like you. Well, this is one of my favorite books, and it's called Only One You. All right? So I'm going to read this, and then we'll be done for the night, and you'll be ready to go to bed. It's by Linda Krantz. starts out with a daddy and a mama and a little baby fish. It says, "It's time," Papa said. "I think it is," Mama agreed. "Time for what?" Aiden asked. Papa's voice softened. "To share some wisdom. Always be on the lookout for a new friend. Look for beauty wherever you are and keep the memory of it with you. Blend in when you need to, but stand out when you have the chance." Okay, do you see that? It's important to stand out and be yourself. Find your very own way. You don't have to follow the crowd. Know when to speak, but more important, know when to listen. No matter how you look at it, there is so much to discover. Okay, you look at this, you can see they're looking that way, and these guys are upside down. You can discover new things every day. If you make a wrong turn, it's okay. Just circle back. It's okay. If something gets in your way, that's okay too. Just move around it. Set aside some quiet time to relax and reflect and pray every day. Appreciate art. It's all around you. God made beautiful things for you to look at within the trees and the sky, and it's all around you every day. Make wishes on the star in the nighttime sky. Thanks for listening, Mama said. We hope you'll remember. We know this is a lot for you to think about, but Aiden did a little backward somersault and smiled. He was so excited to go into the world with what he had just learned. "Wait for me," he said to all of his new friends. Before he swam away, he turned back to his parents and said, "I'll remember." Mama kissed him on the top of his head. "There's only one you in this great big world," she said. The end. And I want you to remember that too. There was only one you, and God made you perfect and perfectly special. All right? Remember that. I love you, and I will see you again next week. Good night.